Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Give us a 5-star rating. It massively helps us out. Enjoy.
Welcome back to Pitch Side. Oh my God. Okay, starting off with the voice break. But welcome back to Pitch Side, ladies and gentlemen. We're joined by my crazy co-host, Reeve, who's
This
wearing...
is classic football shirts.
Oh, our friends behind us,
Yeah.
classic football shirts, providing all the T-shirts, and Ciaran Carlin.
I don't like that one.
Is this
You know
a classic
what?
football shirt?
No,
You-
this is just Adidas. It was like 80 quid. It's quite a lot.
This-
but I
Oh
liked
God.
it.
This
It's
might...
really, it's breathable. So
breathable.
Good for the summer.
Mm.
That's what I've gone for.
I think, what, the armpit holes?
No, they're just,
Actually,
it's just
I was going to say, this
perforate.
you
this-
low-key match the colours.
Yeah, but this is quite possibly the best array of shirts on display by hosts/guests that we've ever had.
What do you mean?
Well, because yours is pretty outrageous.
It's a
That's
bit-
very outlandish. And this is
balances
British-
it out as well.
this
This
is
is a
borderline PDC.
I think I said
180.
something else there. This is a Brazilian shirt, Atletico Mineiro.
Well, we know that's Will's shirt.
Oh, okay.
We had him on.
I thought I'd try it. But anyways, Ciaran, how have you been?
I'm good. I'm good. I've been well.
Are you missing the football? We're well and truly into not even pre-season yet, just into.
Yeah, just
Rumours of FPL being released today. Just thought I'd put that out there.
Did you play FPL?
I've played it. It was like it's like every year since like 2008.
You have?
Oh, what the?
Something ridiculous. But no, but it
Oh,
literally-
hang on a minute. We
But
got.
no, it's not. Literally, it's got to the point where I just set the team at the beginning and then just forget.
Ah,
about it
okay.
now.
So like most
But it
people,
just,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
But
it's
you
just
are
become-
technically a veteran.
Yeah, well,
Well,
technically.
no,
14
because
years.
not
if
particularly
you
good.
count the amount of active weeks that he's spent, he's probably like
Yeah.
50 behind us.
Were you in like the big YouTube league?
No. I literally just I used to do it with my brothers and my stepdad, and then that was literally it. I just kept doing that.
How many brothers do you have?
I've got 2 brothers, 2 stepbrothers, and a sister.
It's
big family.
quite close to me actually. Wait, did you have any years of playing FPL where you were pretty keen?
I probably would have been early on, like 2011 was probably peak.
Are you not more keen this year because of who you've signed as a Manchester
I actually
City
do.
fan?
I'm actually more invested in. Have you heard of Super Brew?
Super Brew.
Yeah, they do a predictions league. It's the worst website and app in the world, but it's impossible to navigate. But just every week, you're just in a league with a bunch of your friends, and we all put like 20 quid in at the beginning, and and
What's this called?
Super Brew, and it's you just every week you just predict every single result. So you get like 3 points for like.
That's a
Sounds like an awfully similar.
that's a good concept.
That's a very good concept.
The
of
shirt's been pulled down now, but
Shirt has been pulled down, but hopefully they resurrect us.
yeah.
Speaking of Man City, then obviously you are a Man City
Yeah.
fan. Why?
Why?
Since 2015, 2014?
No, forever. There's.
Were you a Man City fan when Stephen Ireland played for Man City?
Yeah,
What about Michael Johnson?
My first game was away at Ipswich in like 2001.
Wow,
Blimey.
Wait, how old
So-
are you?
27. I nearly forgot.
Wow, you are babyface, mate. I thought
Am
you
I?
were young.
Oh, okay.
I'm only
I'll take
1
that.
year
He's
older than you.
29, pushing 30.
I'm 28. I'm 28. 28 as of May. Just gone.
So
I'll believe you.
01 against Ipswich.
Ipswich,
So who was
yeah.
playing in City at that time?
Darren Huckabee.
Huckabee, the Norwich legend.
I love Darren Huckabee. Robbie Knox is friends with him, which is
Really?
Yeah, no, I was like,
But they're both
as long as
Norwich.
it's- I was really excited.
Yeah.
Eyal Berkovic, he was playing.
Berkovic.
Do you not remember him?
No.
Oh.
He's now my favourite player, though.
Nicky Weaver and Carlo Nash.
Nicky
Because I was
Weaver.
obsessed
Wow.
with goalkeepers, so
Yeah,
I absolutely love Nicky Weaver. And I love Carlo Nash, despite, like, in my head, if anyone's ever played for City, it could be like 2 appearances. I'm like, oh, they're a massive blue. They love us.
Yeah.
It was like Steve McManaman. And like,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
he
Steve
obviously
McManaman.
not interested, but I'm like,
Frank
no.
Lampard.
No, he played for us. It was fine.
Frank Lampard, huge blue.
Robbie Fowler celebrated scoring against Liverpool for us, so it's fine.
Yeah, isn't that a bit mad?
We used to get the cast-offs of just like people at the end of the career. We had David Seaman, we had George
Yeah,
Ware.
that is the weirdest signing. One of the weirdest signings ever. David Seaman went to
Yeah.
Man City.
Yeah.
What? Why? He was like 40 as well.
But that
love
was
him.
even Peter Schmeichel. Like it's
Peter
one
Schmeichel.
of the clubs that people didn't really revere as a big club, so they
it's
could
probably just
kind of
quite a
go
good,
to.
fun place to go to.
Yeah, and
Like, you'll
Manchester's
play.
a cool place to live, man.
You were the
Why not?
Portsmouth before Portsmouth. Because Portsmouth, I feel like Portsmouth used to just get old.
It would be
when
the
Harry
other way
Redknapp was
around,
in
though.
charge,
Yeah.
they would just get like Nico Cranshaw every single year somehow.
But that was just because Harry Redknapp would get him, not necessarily Portsmouth. Do you remember Boateng at Portsmouth?
Oh, Prince.
Yeah.
Kevin Prince.
It's mad, man.
So, Man City, you said your first game was in 01.
Yeah.
When was it when you actually started to, like,
actually like football.
Yeah. You are a pretty good goalkeeper.
It was, yeah, I was just
Annoyingly good, actually, Kieran.
You can
well,
kind
only
of tell that you're a
Very
keeper as
jarring
well.
in goal, actually.
Only five-a-side.
If you're in goal, I
I'm way
literally
too
just...
small for
I'd
a
hate
five-a-side.
playing football if you're in goal.
Oh, that's quite nice.
Yeah.
No, it's well, no, I just think you get more opportunities in goal to have a good time than if you're up front and you're like, you might get like 2 opportunities and you might just like shaft it. But if you're in goal at five-a-side, you'll have to save at least like 20. So you want the defense to be a little bit shit.
And
so then
actually,
you just get to jump
that's a good
about.
point, because if you concede them five-a-side, no one cares.
Yeah.
But if you make a worldy save, you look
Yeah.
like the best keeper on earth.
Which most of the time they're not worldy saves. It's just you don't shy away from getting hit.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
pretty much it.
That's literally
The
what
thing
happens.
is, if I'm in goal at five-a-side, it's like this. Ooh,
Oh no, it's the classic. Oh damn, I nearly got it.
shit, I should have tried for that
wait,
one.
Wait, we're doing 2 goals each, right? So I've only got 1 left.
Yeah, literally. So were you always like a goalie growing up? Did you play?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
were.
Yeah, always.
So who were your idols growing up?
Nicky
I
Weaver.
knew it.
Pretty much Nicky Weaver. Just absolutely love Nicky Weaver.
Unreal.
I just can't believe that someone's idol growing up was Nicky
But I
Weaver.
find that so. But I think that's like I love that. Like because like I was like growing up, it was never. Well, I didn't pay attention to any other teams. So like when I went to Football Daily, there was the quiz show Stat Wars, and like it used to be a football trivia quiz, and it'd be like questions about I don't know the Ballon d'Or or Champions League, and like or no Zidane or like who won it or what happened to that one. I'm like I don't know. I just like
You're gonna do well on this.
I wanted the fucking blue team to win.
Yeah.
That was pretty much it, and I wanted to watch the goalkeeper jump about.
So what was it like when like Sven came in? You signed Robinho.
I was excited because when Sven came in, I was like, England manager. Okay, we might win the league. Obviously not, but it was. I think it started off well with Sven.
He was
I'm
the
pretty
catalyst,
sure.
really, wasn't he? Like,
And then, well, initially we got the year before we got bought by Thaksin Shinawatra, who was the Thai Prime Minister.
Wow.
he literally got bought by a
turns
nation.
out didn't have the money, was just like really dodgy, and then he went like on the run. I think
neither.
On the run.
Yeah, I think it was getting done for like embezzlement or something.
I mean, that reasonable given the
I think
fact that
he's
he's just
now-
bought
I
a
think
football
he's
club
now
and
in,
can't
like,
afford it.
hiding in Dubai or somewhere. And then so it was pretty important we got bought the year after.
He's now part of
And
Saudi
then it was
group.
all good.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
How's that gone under the radar? I guess if you're a true blue, you'd know stuff like that.
Yeah, you just
My earliest and favourite memory of Manchester City is Vincent Kompany doing Soccer Aim Crossbar Challenge. He goes, Vincent
did he?
Kompany, midfielder.
Midfielder.
Oh god, yeah.
You signed Robinho. You signed one of my favourite players, Elano. What was it like?
I
bringing
saw a goal of his on
and
Twitter the
Joe.
other day. Yeah, and Joe.
Oh,
Big Joe
was
up top.
awful.
He was so crap. You sound like the Brazilian legends. You still have the likes of Michael Johnson, Stephen Ireland floating in around there. What was it like as a City fan seeing the investment of money and being like, oh my God, could we be the United level counterpart?
It was, well, initially, you just want to beat United home and away every year. That's pretty much it. And then it was, I'd actually argue that as fun as it is now, winning stuff and everything, the period,
come off it.
the period of actually trying to break through, and then the first time of like I enjoyed like beating Stoke in the final to win our first trophy, like it was like 34 years or something, was like wonderful. But I hated everything was about United so much that beating United felt way more like the catalyst of like, oh, what's actually
Progress,
happening?
yeah.
Because it was like United were consistently winning the league, and
Yeah.
we'd finally beat them, and it was at Wembley in like a semi-final of the FA Cup. So that's like the game I hold like. That'd be second. The top one would be Aguero, obviously. But no, that's just my perfect moment that I'll probably always just have, rather than like now's lovely. and I'm very excited.
Lovely.
for
It's so
Haaland.
lovely winning the league every year.
But you can't. Well,
Signing
it made me
everybody.
think about because I don't. Well, I support Schalke, but I started to randomly follow Schalke about 2 years ago, because of the thing I said earlier that I literally only ever watched Man City. It wasn't. I didn't care about anyone else. So to enhance my knowledge of Football Daily, I got the subscribers to pick a team for me to follow, and they picked Schalke, they finished second, and then the next year I think they had the worst.
Didn't do it.
Run
I'm pretty sure they didn't
ever.
win a game in a calendar year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
like
was like
38
it was
It
like
was something ridiculous.
Yeah,
like that.
20 or something.
Oh,
I
how
think,
do
I
you
think they
finish-
equaled of losing.
How do you finish
Not winning.
second and then don't win?
But it wasn't even not winning. I think it was outright
It was
losses.
horrendous.
Yeah.
It was absolutely appalling.
And Mustafi went there, didn't they?
yeah, just to get
Joel
relegated
Matip came
and then
from
leave.
Schalke.
Yeah, just to make matters worse, they signed Mustafi.
It was but I was like, well, if he's shit at Arsenal, then it'll be fine for us, and he wasn't. It was absolutely just.
So
toilet as
you
well.
it was quite. That must have been quite an interesting dynamic, though, supporting Man City, who are just destroying everyone, to Schalke, who are getting destroyed by everyone.
Well, it was actually quite nice because it felt like old City, where it was like
You were used to the feeling of losing.
because you like it's hard. You get used to feeling like if we lost to I don't know Southampton, I'm like fuming.
Yeah.
But before, if most people, I know the thing with City fans, I thought we all know we're incredibly fortunate. We don't think it's like a God-given right, this club deserves to be here. We're like, well, this is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Whereas
think
that's why
yeah.
I really hate United and United fans because it's just like
Entitlement.
yeah, it feels like growing up, everything was just like, oh yeah, we're like the best. Oh, why do you support them? Oh, because we're like the best team. I'm like, well, you don't. That's not how it works. And so it was watching Schalke is just like, oh, this is most people's experience of football is you're not going to win a trophy ever, probably in your life. So the games against the bigger teams where you beat them 1-0, 2-0. Like when Burnley first came up, they beat United 1-0.
Yeah.
Like they're the things you look forward to. That's like your season sort of thing. You're not
Yeah,
if you finish 13th or 10th, who cares?
Yeah.
Like between the two.
So, would you see United are still City's biggest rivals, but City's are not United's biggest rivals?
Yeah, but I think there's two ways to look at it because I hate losing to United.
Yeah.
But in the context of the league, I would rather lose to United than lose to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Because I
Yes.
fucking hate Liverpool at the moment. really, just everything about them. But it's
Is this a recent hatred, or is this?
just because we're both
isn't it?
fighting for the same things.
Yeah,
and, I mean we've won most of them, so I'll take that.
It's just born out of success, then. Really, it's not.
It's
You
not,
don't hate the club.
but that's how a lot of them work anyway.
Yeah, true.
Because it's like I know I'm pretty sure United and Chelsea hate each other, and Liverpool and Chelsea, and it's like
There's a lot of hatred in
yeah,
football,
there's no
isn't
one,
there?
but
Can't really like anybody else. It's not acceptable to.
I quite like West Ham.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Well, you do. 'Cause
I do.
You're a local hammer.
I'm a West Hammer.
Yeah.
I'm a West Hammer.
There's quite a bromance between City and West Ham fans for some strange reason. I don't really know why.
I think what West Ham have done over the last couple of years of Moyes and Declan Rice and Mikel Antonio, that
Why have you said it like that here?
what?
Carry on.
There's only one reason why I said
Yeah,
that.
I know. Carry on.
They're just doing something that everyone loves. They're I don't know what it is about West Ham.
They're overreaching, but they're still humble in the way that they're doing it. I think.
I just love their team. Bowen, Rice. I just love it.
Yeah.
I think it's also the way that everyone who watches football likes to think that's how it should work.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Like they haven't bought massive superstars. It's just you know, from
But they are massive. And you know what? I know that whole joke of we are massive, but I also like the fact that actually when the West Ham fans are saying it, they're also actually laughing at themselves.
They're memeing themselves.
They're
Yeah,
memeing
there's
themselves because
self-awareness.
they
It's
know that
self-deprecating.
they shouldn't be
It's
getting sixth place or
Yeah.
finishing top 7. Do you know what I mean? They are a mid-table club.
Maybe
at
that's
best.
what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Because
Yeah,
they're self-deprecating fans, everybody goes, you know what? This club's actually all right.
But
Yeah.
it's like, but a lot of people don't, won't understand that. It's in the same way, a lot of people didn't understand everyone singing "It's Coming Home."
Exactly.
They just didn't.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually a joke, but
Yeah.
it might.
It might. What was the Euros like for you?
I enjoy it. Well, England, I don't watch friendlies because I just started falling asleep during them.
So what about the
I just
really
stopped.
Empowering Nations League?
Oh, I didn't watch a single minute.
I didn't know we were playing.
Yeah,
didn't
it was
know
just
we
like,
were
oh, we
playing.
played that. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
What channel? Channel 4.
do you
ITV4.
Do you support Ireland as well? Because you have Irish heritage.
I keep an eye out for it.
Okay.
I just international because they're not in the top. I don't watch any friendlies
Sure.
because they're just so dull. But I watch the highlights, like if they win like 3-0, which they did against Scotland.
Big result,
the
that.
other day. Yeah, well, it was good. But my grandparents are like they're in Ireland, but they're like it's near the border. So like I like Northern Ireland as well. So I'll
A man of everywhere.
I just want all three to win.
Right.
And then like I have nothing to do with Scotland or Wales, but I'm not even like a big like Britain bloke, but like I'd quite like them to do well if it's not at our detriment, sort of thing.
Well, that's
I'd
just
World Cup
rather them
group.
be at the World Cup with us because that's more fun. like,
Yeah,
playing.
yeah.
But England Wales is a group
big
match.
game.
They're in our group.
I am worried about Wales though because
The
I feel
thing,
like they would beat us.
the thing is though, like, no disrespect to Wales, if you didn't have Gareth Bale,
But they do.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah,
I
that is
know.
the problem.
They
But
wouldn't
have
be.
you
They
seen
wouldn't
the
be at the
stat?
World
Have you
Cup
seen the
if they
stat?
didn't.
Before
That's the
Gareth
thing.
Bale existed for Wales, like they just didn't appear at anything.
They weren't even a country.
They weren't a country. They did. I don't.
Gareth
even,
Bale.
Gareth Bale gave birth to Wales.
He
Yeah,
came
it's
straight out the
tough.
mines.
He came
into
out the
first
mines.
team.
He gave birth to Wales, and my God, Euro 2016,
Yeah.
Euro 28, the World Cup 28. No,
Yeah, World Cup 2018, because 4 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, did they qualify? They basically qualified for fucking everything.
Everything they did.
I don't know, but whatever it is, they smashed it since Gareth Bale came into the Blitz.
Yeah, because he's unbelievable.
He terrifies me.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like that game is solely dependent on whether Bale turns up or not,
And
isn't
actually-
it? I know that sounds a bit harsh to say to the rest of the Welsh team, but let's be honest.
Yeah, but
really.
that's international football, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Aaron Ramsey,
Yeah.
Robert Earnshaw, he's left now. Isn't he? But actually, I want to touch on Gareth Bale really quickly, if you don't mind, because people laughed at me. They laughed at me.
Saying.
Well, they're not laughing now, are they? Everyone, we were trying to make a bet. Where's Gareth Bale going? I said, you know what? He's going to go to Cardiff in the Championship.
Yeah, yeah.
And you lot, don't yeah me. Don't you dare. You laughed at me. And you, Jack. You lot laughed at me.
No, but you said.
Shut up.
No.
You laughed at me.
Yeah.
You said, oh, you think Gareth Bale, UCL winner 5 times, whatever, is going to go to a Championship club at Cardiff? Idiot. I said, no, he's got his bar there. He's Welsh. He loves Cardiff. Want to play golf.
No.
It all makes sense. And guess where he's going to? He's going to Cardiff.
Let's rewind
Yeah,
that argument.
What
a
was
little
actually
bit,
said?
because
What was the full sentence?
That was it.
the context
Okay.
of why we were discussing this is because Theo seems to think that footballers like to move to clubs where it's hot and they have better lifestyles. I.e., Mo Salah would move to Barcelona or Real Madrid because he'd like a break from British weather.
That's not what I said.
Come on!
I said he wants to experience a different culture,
Yeah.
a different set of fans, great weather.
Yeah.
So
I'd
the
go along
logic
with
that we used was, Gareth Bale's already in Spain. Going back to Wales is a bit of a
No, because
backward
I
step in
said
terms of
no. He's going home.
Yeah.
He's got his own bar. He has great golf courses in Wales.
Can't name one. Name one.
Balmoral,
That's a Scottish course.
Glen
Devon. You've just put 2 words
I
together.
wish someone golf was just in my ears right now.
I don't know enough to contradict that, so yeah, why not?
Is he confirmed?
Pretty much.
I think they're in talks,
No,
aren't they?
he's in talks. He's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's looking likely. He's
Yeah,
going to be
fair
a
enough.
Championship player.
Yeah.
But
That-
so are half the Welsh squad. So
What money
Yeah,
would he
it's
be
true.
on at Cardiff?
I don't think he cares.
He's got to have a...
He'll be the highest paid player, but he'll take a serious pay cut. And I honestly don't
Yeah.
think he cares. Like his bar's going to be raking it in.
That's true. That's true. The rest of his,
Mate, it's Gareth Bale. Do you
Finances will
really
do
think
well.
Gareth Bale, he doesn't even care about football? Do you think he cares about making money
My problem
in football?
My problem with that transfer is Gareth Bale will be at a Championship standard when the World Cup rolls around.
You bet he's going to be the best player in the league.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but if
But,
he,
but
if
also,
he,
mate,
if
Wales are in the World Cup,
no,
and
but
all
what I mean
their
is
team is
what
Championship
I mean
players,
is,
pretty
yeah,
much.
but what I mean is if he had 6 months in the Premier League, he'd be playing to a higher degree.
But also, I think you're doing an injustice on the Championship. I think it's a very, very difficult league.
It's a difficult league, but the quality of players aren't
Yeah, it's very true.
better than the Premier
I
League.
think most of international football is just like not high quality football.
No, it's true.
So I think fine.
Also, I think,
I think you get
Fit
away
right
with it. You
in.
get away with it.
and especially in
playing.
the World Cup, like everyone steps up. Everyone, like there's surprises left, right, and centre. Like look at Denmark, for example.
Yeah, but they got a good team.
Yeah, but where was Damsgaard playing when you played for Denmark in the Euros?
Same club he's at now, I think. Atalanta, isn't it?
No, I don't think. I think he was at a Danish club before that, was he not?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, either way, like the fact is, it doesn't matter where you play. If you step up for your country, you can do absolutely anything. Where was Damsgaard?
He was at Nordsland.
Yeah, the point proven. One of the best players in the Euros playing up in Norway or Denmark. Was it Norway?
One of them.
Norway or Denmark?
Presumably Denmark, right?
But speaking of Norway, oh my God, I'm so good at transitions.
That's good.
I am fucking fantastic. Man City have just signed Erling Haaland.
Erling?
Yeah, well, everyone
No, it's
keeps saying
Erling Haaland.
Erling Haaland.
You can say it like that, yeah. Because he came out in an interview and said that there's two ways of saying it. If you're Norwegian, it's Erling Haaland. But if you're British, just say Haaland.
Yeah, I think people get too caught up. I like when the commentator does it properly.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if you're called David, or I might call you David.
Yeah,
I think that's okay.
David De Gea.
I don't mind if
Yeah.
I went to Spain and someone said my name in the Spanish way. I'm like, oh, cool.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm like, you have to specifically say it.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
If I say my name's Theo in France, they write down
Theo.
some dodgy thing. I'm like,
Oh, really?
yeah, I don't know what they write down.
Oh, because
but
you'd have to say Theo.
I
wouldn't
say
you?
Theo, and then they
Yeah,
go, what? I go, Theo. They go, okay. I thought I try it, and it doesn't work. But yeah, you signed Haaland for £51 million.
yes, technically.
Less than Nunes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get
Oh,
that?
he's gonna be so much more than £51 million.
No, I think it's technically like 80 to 90 or something.
I want to know what his
It's like
contract is at Man
40
City.
million fee on top. I think he's just meant to be along the same with everyone else.
Yeah, I think
The top
he's getting the
earners.
same
I don't
as
think
Kev.
it's
I'm pretty sure.
outrageous.
It's like
And
300.
apparently no release clause.
I did see. Is it Haaland where Real Madrid are going to sign him in like 2 years' time?
Yeah, they've got
Yeah, there's
eyes
meant to be a
on
thing
him.
that we helped convince them because it was like, oh, well, they're going to go for Mbappe, which looked like what was happening at the time. And it was like, we don't stand in anyone's way of leaving ever. If you want to leave, we're just like, okay, you can leave.
We'll just replace
for
you.
like the right price.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if it's not for the right, like Bernardo wanted to leave, but no one wanted to pay the. I think he still.
It's a
wants
good
to
job he didn't, to be fair.
Yeah,
So-
I absolutely love him. He's the sort of player where, you know, players of old and they'll be like, oh, this player is better than this other one. Then someone will look at the stats and be like, oh, he only got like 15 goal involvements, but you can't really tell how good they are. That doesn't really show.
Yeah,
And I think Bernardo Silva would be the best example of that.
I
'Cause
agree.
It's just not.
But there was
you
a
just have
point
to
where
watch.
he was just like chipping in every game, to be
Yeah,
fair.
yeah,
But
absolutely love him. Outrageous.
Haaland,
yes,
How
Haaland.
do you think he's going to do? Because I hate to keep bringing this up, but we've got a stinker over here. There's another.
well, you could just do it every episode and then say, I
Yeah,
hate to keep
because
bringing it
you don't get enough stick for it. You deserve more stick for it.
No, I don't.
You do.
Let it play out,
No,
and
you
then
do.
I'll get
What was the
stick.
stink?
Because if it comes about,
Haaland is going to absolutely rifle the league. 30 goals, 25 goals, whatever it is, he's going to smash it.
he reckons Golden Boot first season.
Golden Boot first season.
I
He
disagree.
thinks 10 goals.
15, I said.
Stinker.
Ooh.
15 Premier League goals.
I'm
You've got to
actually-
remember, he is quite literally top 3, top 5 strikers in the entire globe.
He's not going to be fit for the entire season.
He will. Man City don't get injured.
He doesn't have to play every game as well, so he'll probably get injured less.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
But you don't buy a player like that to not play him every game if he's fit.
No, but I think we literally like we're terrible for like fantasy football because we just change our team
Pep
like, every
roulette.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, just constant. So he'll play a lot of games, and you'd probably have him in your team.
As a Manchester City fan,
Hmm.
how many goals do you think he'll get in the Premier League?
22.
Okay.
That'll be pretty good.
Okay.
Better than 10.
Like
I never said 10.
but I get what you
Goes down each time. I'm
every
getting
si-
older every episode. And this Haaland total by fucking 4 episodes time is going to be about 4.
Watch him do his ACL first game of the season.
And then
Oh,
I'll just
no.
be like, I've been walking in with money in the bank briefcase.
If anyone's gonna hit the ground running, it'll be him. But literally, most of our players who join don't.
Yes.
Jack Grealish is actually probably one of the best.
Yeah.
He's actually had a
And,
very good season.
Like, and people think, oh, like, look at the goal involvements, and I'm like, because when you come into the team, like I've read so much about Haaland is like going to have to change some of his game, which makes sense. Like,
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
he's like 22.
Yeah.
Like he's not going to be the complete article yet. But everyone starts really slow. So I hope he just like scores 5 goals.
See,
I
pretty
hope he
quickly.
does
needs that
really
first
well.
goal. And I think he will, but
He's
I don't think it.
I'd love to be
won't
proven.
get more
I'd
than
love
Mo
to be
Salah.
proven
Do you
wrong because he is a fantastic
Do you
player.
not think he-
However, City, as you said, don't necessarily have players that just like
I
Yes.
think Haaland's
Burst
the
off
exception.
him.
I think he's a robot, and I think he doesn't need time. He
Yeah, but
did
this
it
is-
at Salzburg.
Mate, this is
He did
based
it
off
at
your one.
Dortmund.
This is based off your one Champions League viewing of when he
No.
scored 4 goals in a game.
Dortmund.
And you keep exactly that's
First 10 games, he scored 12 goals.
14, I think it was. but-
Even better.
Yeah, but the point is, you don't watch him,
I do watch compilations of him all the time.
right? Okay.
I'm a big Haaland fan. He's like Zlatan and Ronaldo. If they had a child, they would just produce Haaland.
Because his mum's like a heptathlete.
Oh, there you go.
something.
And his
So
dad
he's-
was a
he's-
pro footballer.
yeah,
His dad
like
played for Man City.
The perfect mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Man City fan. And
I
you
know,
actually
it's
you actually tweeted out, didn't you, a while ago? You tweeted a tweet.
I tweet a lot of shit.
You said, "It saddens me every day that I can see absolutely no chance we even attempt to sign Haaland. Kill me, even."
Yeah, but I'm still here. I'm alive because we signed him.
You did sign him.
So-
Congratulations.
And you tweeted that.
I was on the ropes.
in 2020.
It was so. Oh, 20. Ooh, okay. It's because we literally don't go for like the best player that everyone wants often.
This was
It just
a
doesn't-
match made in heaven, though. I think it.
But
given
I thought because at the time I
family
think
circumstances.
Solskjaer was had the links, and I was like, as much as I like to think footballers will be like, oh, I don't want to play for that team because it's like Roy Keane broke my dad's leg. But you're just like in reality they'd go like Harry Kane, he supported Arsenal, but and then he went there like it's not, and then Jamie Carragher supported Everton. It's not, it's just not how it works. And I really didn't want him to go to United.
I don't think he was ever going to go United. No, I just can't see him as a United player. He's a City.
I think at the time it seems obvious now, but I think they wanted to buy him, but Dortmund were the only place who were like, you'll be in the team every week, like you'll be like a starter, because he was only at Salzburg.
Salzburg, yeah.
So like to actually get he scored a lot, but it still doesn't mean you put him in first.
Yeah,
it's Salzburg.
If you actually deep it as well, the fact that he's gone City over Bayern Munich, because if you think about like Bayern Munich just buy Dortmund's best players all the time.
Yeah, but
and with Lewandowski on the way out.
Yeah, but he was already there though. Lewandowski was already there. Like,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
But Lewandowski's leaving. He's going to Barcelona, isn't he?
yeah,
well, he wants
maybe.
He wants to. But you also signed Alvarez.
Yes.
41
I'm
million from
I'm
River
more
Plate.
excited
really
about
You're
him.
excited
buzzing
about
for
him.
it. Oh,
Yeah,
14 million. Sorry, not 41.
Have you seen the amount of people that want him on loan? And Pep's gone, no, we're not loaning him out.
Well,
We've
yeah,
literally got the
we're
best
going
talent in
to see
Argentina.
how he is in like the summer and how he fits in. But I think at this point we just keep him.
I'm
Like,
super
I think-
excited for him because he can play anywhere across the front three as well, right?
I
a good
just
player to have,
yeah,
isn't
I just like any
Small
striker from South
Argentinian,
America. That's
yeah.
that's pretty much it.
Well,
He's already done the Aguero.
He does,
so,
yeah, he does.
So I'm like,
But he's
I thought-
replacing another South American. Jesus looks like he's going to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Will you be sad to say goodbye to Jesus, or would you want to keep him?
Uh,
Especially with the two signings you've made.
Well, you're getting rid of both right-sided players. Raz.
yeah, Sterling. Well, I wouldn't be shocked if Sterling stays.
Yeah.
I think he should stay because I think it'll be way better when he doesn't sometimes have to play for the middle. He can just stay on the right and cross the ball in.
Yeah,
Like the cross for the goal against Villa, for the equaliser, when he was standing up to the man at the side, and I was like, oh, please don't pass it back for once. And then he just went and he beat a man finally and crossed in. I was like, oh, just do that. And then now do it to Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
So I think he'll stay. But Gabby Jesus, I'll be sad.
He's been a good servant.
Yeah, and it's just like, he was so much fun when he joined because he did skills and he's Brazilian.
Yeah.
And then it got coached sort of out of him, and then you're like, oh, well, that's less fun. But he likes to run a lot.
He's hard work. Very hard.
But the frustrating thing is, one, he will be offside constantly.
Yeah.
Just constantly. And he'll score like tap-ins. He's not going to score a screamer.
Positionally, he's
But
excellent.
he-
and
he-
for,
he's
a poacher,
for
isn't he?
Yeah,
Arsenal,
but-
that suits us.
Yeah, but he's also really frustrating.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think he'll do well at Arsenal.
He's basically the
But-
Brazilian Ollie Watkins.
But if he sort of not struggled at us, but if he wasn't prolific at us, I don't see how he's suddenly going to be at Arsenal. If you know what I mean.
He'll be the main man at Arsenal up front, remember?
He's playing
like-
through the middle again, which may make.
He's play him on the wing. He's
Do you know?
he's
But then
much
who
better.
do
We need him
what
as
do
a
you just play?
striker.
I know. So maybe it's a mistake.
We play Eddie in the middle and then
Yeah,
He's
just
on
I,
the number
I just
14.
wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
He can do a job through the middle sometimes, but honestly, he's way better on the wing. He's so much better as a winger.
Arteta's had a stinker. Yeah, but Thierry Henry was a winger, and we pushed him down the middle.
You forced him.
But that was
forced him.
That was like coming into his prime. I think Jesus is old enough now, isn't he? What is he? 25. I think he's
Said your prime is
I'm not
26.
sure.
Okay, yeah.
27.
I mean, there's definitely still time, but he's gone from being a striker to going out wide, and then what? You just revert him back.
True.
I think he might be younger than that.
Oh, is he?
I'm not sure. Jack.
He is 25.
There you go.
Spot on.
Nearing his prime.
Okay.
Obviously, and Sterling.
Sterling, yes.
I think actually a move to Chelsea would actually be quite good for his
Well, they got
career.
rid of Lukaku, so I think they need a player, don't they?
I think he'd suit the dark blue.
No, I just don't really. He's talked a lot about getting like new experiences, and I think it's the thing. I think he says he wants to go to America one day.
He'll be into Miami within 5 years.
Way too early, yeah. But I think he should stay with us, and like if he's going to stay in the Premier League, like he'll play for England and he'll still get games for us. So I don't really see that being a problem. So I don't know why you would move.
Do you think he's underappreciated?
Yes,
Yeah.
I massively. But it's really hard when you miss from like 2 yards out multiple times. We'll look back. It's the same with Dzeko. I absolutely love Dzeko. And I look back on him and I'm like, oh, what a guy. What a player. But at the time, you're like just fuming because you just keep missing sitters.
Could have been more.
So like we'll all look back fondly on like Sterling. But
do you not think
for now, I think most people will be like,
the amount of chances City create, you could win games 15-0 every game?
yeah, but you just remember when he misses. It's just so hard not to like.
If he goes to Chelsea, I'm kind of excited because obviously you've got Mason Mount, Reece James.
Yeah.
That's a good bit of chemistry for a 4 or 5 month period before the World Cup happens.
I think
If that's the way to
Chelsea's
look at
just gonna be honking regardless.
You really?
I just think they're. Zach took me to Stamford Bridge to watch them versus Leicester, and they've been honking for a while, but that was really like they were
City.
awful.
They did have a fair few players out there, right? Like they've got, but then again, they don't have any defenders this year. So
Yeah, they literally. I don't know how you're
that'll be
gonna.
exciting.
It's easier to build a defense and I guess get an attack working, but they literally just have no defense. I don't know. Who on earth. They're gonna have to spend so much money to actually get just an all right defense.
Yeah.
If Man City, if you do get rid of Sterling, you do get rid of Jesus.
Yeah.
You got rid of Ferran Torres. Barca are reportedly looking at Bernardo Silva if they pay the price. Is there not a gap? Do you not need to fill a gap? There's a lot of wingers you're getting rid of.
They brought one in,
One, they're getting rid of potentially 4.
but you've got to also remember they've got Grealish who doesn't get game time behind Foden.
I think it'll be Grealish and Foden, and then I think we're going to play Cole Palmer a lot.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think he only didn't get game time because he got injured, but he played a couple games. He played in the cup. I reckon he's on the Foden trajectory of being bedded into the team.
Generational talent.
Yeah. He's so good.
Is he actually?
Yeah, no, he's.
Because I've not seen much of him, so I don't really know.
In Premier League 2, he's ridiculous. Right?
He is, yeah, and in the cup games against probably like League One or Championship like opposition, but still like our youth players now. It's got to the point where they bed in like immediately. If they're good enough, they will just.
Well, who was telling us? I think it was Rory told us that every team at Manchester City runs the same formation and tactics.
I think
I told you that.
Oh, was it you?
It was me.
It was on the Rory pod,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I think we won like all the.
Yeah, no,
league
yeah,
groups
Mate,
or
have you not
something
seen the photo
ridiculous.
of all your like under 18s and 16s, 17s, first team, Premier League 2, whatever, and it's just all of you holding the trophy of winning.
And apparently it's so if there's any dire situations with injury or crisis at Manchester City, every player knows how to play the Pep system to go straight into the team.
It's crazy. He's transformed your club.
Yeah.
One quick touch on Haaland, which I thought was quite interesting. So written here, there was data in 2021 that showed the average adaptation of a Bundesliga player to the Premier League brought the same results as a Championship player moving to the Premier League.
Ooh.
What's your take on that?
That fits in with everything that I've been saying before.
It makes sense, but I feel like this will be an exception.
I'm so in agreement with you.
Did Kingman's son come straight from Leverkusen? Did he take long to?
Yep. like
Oh, did he?
a half a season, I think.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
two.
fine.
Well, when Kev came back, he wasn't immediately.
Yeah,
Kevin
yeah,
De
that
Bruyne.
was Pellegrini though. And that was awful that year. That
Yeah.
was,
But there's definitely accounts of some players that are really good as soon as they come across. But like Werner took a while, Havertz has taken a while.
yeah. Aller didn't work really
Yeah,
at West Ham.
he's at Dortmund now.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
He's gone back to Dortmund. Well, not back to
who else? There was
Sancho as well.
Yeah, Jadon Sancho.
yeah. That's anyone who goes to United is dead. To be fair, you just won't be good.
I do hope he is an exception because I would love to see City just absolutely destroy the Premier League.
They will.
Just to
will.
see
And
see
also-
what can be achieved.
A lot of people get like, I don't know, like, oh, you might as well be Celtic, or like, oh, I might as well like be Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
I'm like, we've won like 3 in a row, and then was it 3 in a row? See,
4 and 5, I think it is.
4 and 5.
You
Yeah.
just win too many leagues that you don't.
No,
remember.
He's
it
never.
just
Well,
merges.
Pep's never finished worse than third in his entire
Yeah.
managerial career.
That was his first year at us.
But he does have an unlimited budget at some of the best clubs in the world.
Yeah, but you.
But
Well,
I
money,
could do that.
Money's not success,
Yeah,
though, is it?
like United have spent
Exactly.
the exact same
I
amount.
know. I'm just playing devil's advocate, guys.
Everton have spent an insane amount.
Who are after Harry Winks now
yeah,
as
which
well.
that'll
So
go really well.
that is
That
an
is
unbelievable signing.
Honestly, I said it from the beginning. I said it from the end of last season. Everton is so lucky to stay up. You are
It was
shite.
so bad.
They are really, really bad. They need to sort
There's
that club
just
out. They're
nowhere
a
it
huge
goes
club,
well.
and they don't deserve to be this shit.
Zinchenko's
Hang on,
linked with them.
huge
Well,
club. You
don't
called
go.
them fucking tiny when we did the
No, I didn't.
Newcastle versus West Ham versus Everton.
No, I just said that West Ham and Newcastle are bigger clubs than Everton. I didn't call them tiny. I said they're all on a level par. But yeah, really quickly, City are looking at Cucurella to
Yeah,
potentially
my
replace
God.
He's
Zinchenko, who
insane.
might
We
be
might
going
have
out.
like a full team.
Yeah.
An actual left back.
Yeah. Zinchenko might be going to Everton, actually, weirdly enough. Arsenal, West Ham are
What,
also linked.
alongside Mikalenko?
That'd be horrendous.
Yeah.
That.
But Cucurella and
Don't do it. Zuma.
Calvin Phillips
Yeah.
Yeah.
filling the whole of Fernandinho.
Yeah.
Well, Rodri.
I think.
They've already got that.
They can
half.
play. They can have two
Yeah,
of them.
no, but he can't. I mean, he could play 60 games a year, but he needs to rotate. That's fine. No, Calvin Phillips. I think Calvin Phillips is good. Worried about his injuries, but then
He had
It-
tailed off since that one, though.
yeah, no,
That's
he
the
was
annoying
toilet
part.
for England, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Apparently, and
I'm
he had
telling
been
you,
bad at the end.
If you sign for City, you don't get injured anymore.
People get injured. Who gets injured?
See, who gets injured at
Who
City?
gets injured, Jack?
No one.
Do you
City
mean
have
you had a centre back crisis for like
Oh yeah, at
2
the
years.
end we were dropping like flies.
No one really gets
I was actually
injured at
glad we
City.
weren't in the Champions League final because we got absolutely ruined.
If
Fernandinho at centre back is
you
the
do
worst,
get
isn't it?
injured, you
You're
send
playing
him
like,
off to
was it Daly
Spain.
Campbell? Right, what's his name?
Who?
The right back.
DJ Campbell.
No. Who's the right back for City? It's like double barrelled.
Double barrel.
CJ Egan
Oh,
Riley.
Egan Riley.
Egan Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't play any. Did we play any youth players in that spell where we struggled? I don't think we did. It was
A couple of subs, but we didn't
Laporte
start.
was like limping, and Ake was like just was just dead.
Yeah.
So from Orland to Bayern Munich, Sadio Mane leaves Liverpool. He's gone. He's out the
He's
door.
officially gone, yeah.
Why do you think he's gone to Bayern Munich?
Probably didn't get the money I asked for. To be honest, I reckon that's probably it.
I agree.
I saw something like he wanted like I don't know what it was on it. He wanted like 250k or something, which I'm like, yeah, that's.
Do you not think, as a Liverpool, he has literally been one of your best players. He still is one of the best players in the world. He's a Ballon d'Or candidate. Why not, just pay him what he deserves?
Yeah,
They've got to do that for Salah first, haven't they?
Yeah, but Liverpool,
Yeah,
I
I
feel
don't think
like
they'll do that
Liverpool
either,
are
to be
pretty
honest.
stingy with their salaries in terms of where, and obviously it's a bit outrageous what they're getting paid, but in terms of you're competing for the Premier League, you have to get the best players, you have to pay the top salaries. Do you not think?
yeah, they're walking a fine line between
are.
like just dropping out because they've lost. What was it? Their like director Michael Edwards. He's like he might be going Chelsea or something. Yeah. So like it's going to be it's so hard to replace people like that. So to just lose someone because you don't want to pay them what he would get paid at any other Premier
But
League
then
club is
I
like
guess also they did get Luis Diaz and Darwin Núñez. who you're a big fan of. But Mane scored 100.
Anyone from Portuguese league, mate,
They're just going to hit the
the,
ground running.
the league's much better now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It used to be like toilet, like considering like coming straight from. But
Seems every player that's come across has just been phenomenal first season.
I'm not convinced about Nunez.
Are you not?
No,
Ah,
no.
I think it'd do
I
really
just
well.
I don't. But he's had like one. Has he had one good year?
Well, yeah, but he's like what, 21?
Yeah, but that's too early. It's too early for that.
You
much.
just bought
But he's
another
done it. He's done
21
it consistently in
22.
all seasons, and the Champions League convinces me as well. So I'm.
Nunes did it
Did
Nunes
he?
did it against Liverpool to get
Oh,
himself signed.
What did he score? Like one goal.
I think
He
it's
scored-
3 across 2 games, right?
Score 3 against.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually quite impressive. But
Let me hit you with some stats for Mane going to Bayern Munich, which actually might blow your mind.
Okay.
He has the same goal per game ratio as Wayne Rooney.
oh,
Does he?
Yep.
I thought
0.42. That's pretty nuts.
non-penalties as well.
That is actually crazy. 2 more goals than Raheem Sterling in 60 less appearances. Second highest
that's-
left wing
that's-
goal scorer.
That's really high for a guy that doesn't take set pieces.
The only left winger who scored more goals than him is Thierry Henry, and arguably you could say
It's not really.
Not really left winger.
he is like severely underrated. Despite everyone seemingly rating him, it does still seem like.
do you not
he
think he's just in
doesn't-
Salah's shadow?
Yeah, it probably is it.
Like he no matter how good he is, he'll
He's
always
just-
be in Salah's shadow at
he's just
Liverpool.
not
And
Mo
could that be
Salah.
one of the reasons why he left?
But they kind of carry the team at different times, don't they? Like when one's playing well, the other one's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, you do the.
Yeah, but I just think you look at Liverpool, you just look at Mane and be like, he's all right. But he's not all right.
No.
He's quality.
No,
I do.
no. Come
I feel,
on,
I
man.
feel like I feel like
Come on,
out
Mane.
of like Salah and Mane, Mane's the shit one, which is nuts.
What?
But
No,
no,
but
it's
if you had
true.
to pick
No,
a
but
shit
you
one.
had to
No,
pick
but
them-
you
if
don't- you don't pick
I
a
know,
shit
you have
one.
to pick
No,
a
but
shit
if
one.
you look at the team, like, who do you pick in FPL? You pick Salah. You don't pick Mane. No one has
Yeah,
Mane
because,
in FPL. That's my point.
No, but the point is Salah.
Everyone looks at him and say he's shit.
No,
but
Salah
he's
has
not.
Salah has penalties, and Mane's price structure is a little bit high for a guy that doesn't have penalties.
He's underappreciated.
Yeah. But you can't say anyone's shit from
But I'm not
from
saying-
leaving the best front three in
I'm not
world
saying he. I'm not
football
saying
and
he is
then-
shit. I'm not saying he is. But I think the view is that he is a bit shit.
You just, what do you mean?
I think he's world class
Right.
and he's quality. But I feel like the view, in general.
Well, you said if you were to pick the shit one.
Yeah, you
I'd
pick Mane, wouldn't you?
But it's not.
Okay. If you had to say who's shit out of Salah or Mane, you have to pick one. Who are you saying?
Neither.
No,
Neither
you
are
have to
shit.
Say, no, you have to say one. That's the game is shit or not shit. Who's shit? Who's not shit out of those two?
Let's just say who's worse.
Who's? Oh, I don't even know. Yet.
See? What do you mean? Don't even know?
Well, Salah didn't win anything, did he? Mane won an AFCON and got to the World Cup.
You think Mane's better than Salah?
Intermittently, yeah. Intermittently.
My God.
But this is what I
you
mean.
got
Like,
crazy.
what? So you think Salah post AFCON has been better than Sadio
That's not what
Mane?
I'm saying. I think Salah in general is better.
But that's not. Well, that's different. That's
Well.
That's.
Well,
But how does
gonna
form
have to
work?
agree to
then?
disagree, aren't we?
Yeah.
You genuinely think Mane is better than Salah?
No, there's points at which he is.
Oh, mate, you're too indecisive. You got to go one or the other.
Just pick one, saying
Shit or not shit? Salah or Mane?
Shit or not shit?
Yeah.
Well, I'll take Salah for my team.
So,
Sure.
No.
answer the question.
But he's not shit.
Answer the question.
Mane,
Is
the shit one.
Yeah,
There you go,
there we
point
go.
proven.
Lovely, lovely.
so? What's his
Check
legacy
that
at
out.
Liverpool then?
What, mayonnaise?
He's a legend. He's leaving a legend, surely.
You would have thought so.
We helped them win their
First Champions League.
5 more before that.
Yeah,
but-
I feel like
First-
everyone would be
first
like,
Prem.
everyone would just be like, oh yeah, he was
First
all right.
Premier League.
I actually think you're right there.
I think most people won't really.
I think it's just
not
like
even if he
Oh,
is or was,
come on.
they won't. They just won't acknowledge that. They'll just be like, you just remember Salah.
Do you know? You do.
That's
I
pretty
feel.
much
I
it.
feel like Salah leaves Liverpool is a flipping god.
Yeah.
Everyone goes, Salah. Mane leaves Liverpool is all right.
Yeah, like oh, he was good.
I
He
do
was
genuinely
good.
think that. I genuinely think that's how
Yeah,
Liverpool
but
fans think.
If
I think
you
he's
gave,
good.
If you gave,
He's Harry Kewell.
if fuck me, if you gave Sadio Mane Salah's penalties, the exact reverse would be the same. You'd go, oh, Salah's leaving like an absolute
Mate.
nobody, but Mane's leaving with 150 goals.
All right, if you gave me pens at Liverpool, I would score more goals than someone who didn't get pens at Liverpool.
No, but
That's what I've just said.
my point is, you're giving more credit to somebody that takes a penalty kick.
No, Salah's a god. Mane's not a god.
How can you say that? He's done
I'm not saying.
magical
I'm speaking on
things for
behalf of
Liverpool.
all Liverpool fans.
No, right. Okay.
But if
That
Mane,
works well on this
was
show.
just better at pens, surely he could have been taking the
That's
pens.
true. It's
Well,
facts.
James Milner technically is the penalty taker
Oh,
of
is he?
Liverpool, but he's not actually on the
okay.
pitch.
The jack of all trades.
Yeah. Yeah, but what I mean is, for a guy that doesn't take penalties, the contributions that he's given to that club deserve more credit than people are giving him.
Yeah, no, I
for sure.
agree. I fully agree.
But he won't get it.
But he won't get it. That's
I think he will. I think
He won't
will.
get it. No, Liverpool fans might, but like literally no one else will. They'll just be like,
Mane is leaving to Bayern Munich. Yeah. No, I've not seen a single Liverpool fan crying about him going. If Salah went to Bayern Munich, they'd be like, "Oh, why are you leaving?"
Yeah, I get that point.
because like it's almost like
Indeed.
Salah like represents Liverpool at this
Yeah,
point.
it is.
whereas
He's
Mane
transcended.
plays
Yeah, he's
forward.
like part of the brand.
Yeah.
now,
Mane's just
right?
another player.
No,
They come and go.
I think people
They
are
do,
also.
but Salah doesn't come
No,
and
he
go.
stays
I think
forever
people are also
until
kind of
next
annoyed
year.
that Mane actually left because he was basically saying that he wasn't going to leave, and then wasn't it immediately after the Champions League final? He was like, "I'm going."
Yeah, they
So-
always do that.
I think they softened the blow with the Nunez and Luis Diaz signing, though.
No, but what I mean is, if Mane really was like a fan of the club and the culture, he wouldn't have announced that he was going in the way
Just
that
wants
he
to go
did.
experience a different culture, though, doesn't he? In Germany.
So I think a lot of Liverpool fans are a little bit butthurt by the manner in which he's left, or the manner in which he's left.
Is there a good way to leave? I don't feel like there is a good way
No?
to leave.
Well, look at Adebayor.
If
Oh,
I don't think you can leave a club well unless you're pretty much finishing your career there.
Do
Because
you-
like there's just no.
Do you think Bayern Munich have signed Mane as
Is-
a winger to feed Lewandowski or to replace
I think he'll
Lewandowski
play
as a
left
number
wing.
9?
I think he'll play left wing. But also, he's that versatile that if Lewandowski does leave, they've also got a number 9.
But if Lewandowski does leave, do they need to buy a number 9?
No, he goes.
No, but
there.
what I'm saying is like, if yes, you sign Mane, but if you let Lewandowski, the caliber of player he is, do you not need to replace him with someone?
Yeah, you have to replace him surely.
Yeah, with Mane.
No. You're not listening to what I'm saying. They bought Mane,
Yes.
yeah, to add to their attack.
No, so they
you can play
replaced-
wing, you can play. Yeah,
No, they
but if
replaced
you
the
move
left-
Mane, you move Mane to striker.
Yeah.
Who plays left wing?
That's what. So they buy a left wing, is what I mean. He's like a hybrid player. If Lewandowski stays, I think he plays left wing.
I
But if
think-
he leaves, I think they go, "Oh, we've just seen him play 6 months at number 9 at Liverpool do really
I
well."
think they buy a striker.
I think they buy a striker. I think they buy a striker because Mane can play left wing and striker, whereas buying left wing is dead. But if you buy a striker, you can't let one of the best strikers in the world leave and not buy an out and out
Just a guy
striker.
who scores like 40 to 50 every year.
Bayern Munich needs to sign Harry Kane.
You're gonna keep at least half.
That's not a bad shout.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that could happen.
It wouldn't
Would-
happen. It
no,
won't
it
happen
wouldn't,
because
but it-
Kane would be like, you go to Germany, no one's heard of you. It was true.
Well,
If
other
Harry-
than the fact that he scored a goal against them.
No, but if Harry
in
Kane
the
went to
Euros
Germany,
put
if
him
Harry
out-
Kane went to Bayern Munich, like you just won't really hear about him.
Oh, as an English fan,
Yeah, I know we hear about Bellingham at Dortmund, but he's exciting.
right?
But like, okay, Tammy Abraham at Roma.
Oh yeah.
Like how
That's-
he's had a fantastic season, and
Chris
we all
Smalling.
know about Chris Smalling. We all know about how good their season's been. Not in the
You only,
paper.
you only get the highlights.
Not in
you
the
don't hear-
paper.
It's true.
You got a point.
It's true.
You got a point.
You don't hear if they've lost like 3-0.
When's the last time you checked the paper?
The other day,
Bollocks.
horse racing.
Oh, not even football.
I think there's no point in going to like essentially like either the French league or the Bundesliga if you don't feel like it's to win the Champions League essentially.
Yeah.
Like you want to try and win because otherwise I don't understand like do you really need to go and get a Bundesliga title or
No.
a DF?
He's going to win Champions League.
Like, but are they going to win the Champions League?
Oh,
He's
Bayern
well,
Munich.
But it's like I guess he just wants to experience something new, or he just wants the money because he's already won the Champions League a bunch. So I don't quite.
I think it's a mixture of both. I think he wants the payment he deserves, and he wants to win the Champions League with Bayern Munich.
The thing I'm most looking forward to about this transfer is the fact that a lot of people on FPL can no longer call their teams "Show Me the Money." So that's nice.
I mean, they can.
They still can do that, mate.
I don't think
It has
there's
a
any
lot
rules
less
against that,
relevance. Yeah.
Yeah. Weird one for you, that. Moving it on. Today marks 1 year since Christian Eriksen had his cardiac arrest
Ooh.
at the Euros.
Isn't he linked with United now?
Well,
Yeah,
that's why I bring it on to you. Obviously, he joined Brentford in the summer.
I hope he goes Brentford.
He got 5 goal attributions in 11 games. He actually played pretty
Their
well.
form before he turned up, they would have been gone.
Yeah.
They
arguably
lost
saved
like
the
9
season.
out of 10 or something.
Well,
Yeah.
you'd think that they would improve scoring goals when they have a person to deliver the ball into the box of 12 or 13, what seems like every game, 6'5" Danish players to score headers, you know?
Do you know what is mad? Is that United don't want him, yeah? Or rumour has it United want him. And previous to the last 5 years, if United wants you, you go. They're the biggest club in the world. But now, he's like, nah.
Have they ever been part of the same club, Ten Hag and
No
Eriksen?
idea. No idea. I'm guessing
He was at
Ajax.
Ajax a long time ago, but
Well,
I don't think
according
Ten
to
Hag
The
was involved
Guardian,
with that.
Eriksen would prefer to stay at Brentford and then join United. And the Danish media are also reporting the same thing. You know, he likes living in London. He's playing with his Danish teammates. He's also likes the fact that Brentford are willing to build the team around him.
Yes,
He would rather
he's the
stay
main
at
man.
Yeah.
Brentford
He's the
and be
main
the main man than go to the biggest club in the world.
I just
Do you think what? You think Man United are bigger than Madrid?
Real Madrid's
Yeah.
the biggest.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well,
Real Madrid, surely.
one of the biggest clubs in the world. Like Real Madrid,
Yeah, okay.
Man United are 2 biggest clubs in the world.
Okay, yeah. Fair, yeah.
They are really. You can't say United are not one of the biggest clubs in the world.
One of, but not number one.
I think Real Madrid and Man United are the 2 biggest clubs in the world.
Okay.
It's Manchester United.
No,
I know
yeah,
they're
would-
shit,
I know, I agree.
but they are.
But I think Madrid are above them. Not that it makes a difference.
Yeah, no,
right? It's
I would,
an irrelevant detail.
Yeah,
but,
I would
you know.
happily say that.
Yeah, I think Eriksen's going to be a really good signing for Brentford.
I think everyone. Who was the last person to go to United and it's worked out? And they've
I had this conversation
and they've
with
gone
somebody
on.
the other
They've
day,
gone
and
on.
I don't
They've
think
won something and they've
been
gone on
about
to
10
do
years.
great
Bruno Fernandes?
things. No, he's crap.
Cristiano Ronaldo
He's
doesn't count.
He-
yeah.
it doesn't- it kind of
what
doesn't
a
count.
hat trick against Norwich.
David De Gea,
Stole a jam donut for Sainsbury's once.
did he?
Yeah,
How do you know
when he
that?
first joined, it was in the paper.
He stole a jam donut.
Yeah, stole it. Just started eating it. Can't do that.
Have you
What a
ever?
bastard.
Have you
You're
ever?
the one goalkeeper I don't like.
Have you ever been around a supermarket and like you've been really thirsty and you have some of the drink and then you pay for the drink at the end,
No, I used to eat the ice lollies when I was little. Like I'd open the box.
and then just pay?
Yeah,
and
then my mum would
mum
keep
pay for-
shopping.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
just eat the ice
Never
lollies.
done that.
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah. I would say.
or like
I would
open a packet of crisps and then pay for it at the end and
No, I haven't done that.
oh.
Well, there's actually be more signings to potentially a team that's going to rival you in a few years' time.
Oh.
Big Newcastle United.
Come on the tune.
They're gonna be rivaling you in 3 years.
Yeah, well,
4 years.
they've done it well. They started off well.
Decent
As in,
signings.
like, compared to us, they've been quite shrewd and they got their matey from Brighton.
Yeah.
They've relegated Burnley basically,
Yeah.
and,
Oh, yeah,
now they've
yeah.
picked up
That-
their
that
best
money for
player.
Chris Wood
They
was-
bought Nick
was the
Pope
best.
as well.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like they've relegated Burnley
Yeah.
and then made Nick Pope worth even less.
But now Burnley are going to suddenly start playing good football with, like, probably Man City youth players because company's there.
Yeah, it's true.
And they're getting Harwood Bellis, who's a centre-back for us. I think on loan or something.
They would have been
He's
company.
really good.
What's it?
Company's the manager of Burnley.
Yeah.
Since when?
It's like 3-4 weeks ago.
How have I missed that one?
Well, because I don't know, you don't keep up with
Yeah.
football apart from the show notes.
Man City. I mean,
If you look past the horse racing in the paper,
Yeah.
you might see.
Yeah, if you
might
open
see
the football
company.
pages on the sports section, mate, you will be delighted to see the kind of shit that happens.
Really?
Yeah.
Papers still exist.
You just quoted The Guardian.
Yeah, it's true. They're also in talks with Rem striker Ugo Etike. Etike?
Has anyone heard of him
Et
before?
Ektike? Ektike. He scored
Keep
10
going.
goals in League One last season. He's only 20 years old. PSG are actually also looking at him. What a great signing that would be.
Hugo Etike.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, I have a. apparently
Spencer spoke about him
Yeah, Newcastle-
on his FM career.
Newcastle United, I actually heard a lot of fans raving about this player, to be fair. I actually have. A lot
It's
of Newcastle-
impossible to. No one's heard of him in the past, like. 2
I
months.
reckon he's like an FM wonder kid. and people are now going,
Yeah.
remember Mbappe and Tielemans and all the Monaco kids back in the day, and everyone went, these guys are going to be superstars.
Bernardo Silva.
And then it turned out that
They were.
they actually were really good by the end of their careers.
So when do you think we can see Newcastle competing for top 4?
Top 4.
2 seasons.
I'm
Mate,
gonna
they got 9th this year. Remember that. I think they'll get Europe this season.
They finished 11th.
Well, they're going to have to go through something where Eddie Howe
Did they?
gets sacked.
Oh,
Orcs.
Eddie Howe will have to get sacked at some point.
Do you not think he'll be the man to take them there?
No, he's the Mark Hughes. He'll maybe they'll get Europa
groundwork.
League or something.
And then they'll get Conte.
Then the expectations will rise, and then he'll get a bit wobbly, and then someone else will come in. with more.
Zidane.
I think Mourinho takes it.
Oh,
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Mate, think about it. If they're going
Because he's got the
If they get Europe-
Bobby Robson connection, and I think
he
apparently it's
does.
one place he would like.
That makes sense.
like to
actually.
go.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
I don't think it would go well.
I would love it. No, I think
But-
that'd be brilliant.
That
Mourinho
would be
doesn't
good.
fail.
And also,
He never fails.
And also, they will need the club will need star names at some point.
Yep.
Like,
And
just to build commercially the
Yeah.
brand.
Wait, you're saying Eddie Howe can't attract those kind of names?
No.
It's like Conte at Spurs. Conte at Spurs helps bring in the big players. Mourinho
Yeah.
at Newcastle would help to bring in the big players.
And just because you also need the big players for the revenue for you need the glory hunter fans. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's what you're aiming for. I remember Gary Cook when he was our chief executive when we got taken over, and he was like, there was a leaked email, and it was like, we need I don't know, Messi, whatever. No one's going to buy a Richard Dunn shirt, which was horrible because Richard Dunn's my favourite person because he's Irish and he played for City. But they'll need that. So I think it will take. I'm gonna go 4 seasons to get
for
top
top
four.
4.
Yeah.
It's quite a long time.
But ours was 2008. Ours was 2011, 12. So 3-4.
And arguably, you could say that your transfer window spending was a bit manic and crazy, whereas Newcastle's
Yeah,
a lot
ours was, yeah.
smarter.
We
so
were
it could
just
be
like
fast track. They could be
Robinho.
fast
But
track.
that's what I mean. They've already started building on the foundation.
But
If they ended the season at 16th, you'd go, "Oh,
It
might
wouldn't.
take
Who
a
did they
while."
replace in the top 4?
It would. No, I think this season they actually finished top 6.
Who? Newcastle. I think they get a European spot, whether
Yeah.
that's the Conference League or
Yeah, I agree.
the Europa League or whatnot.
I agree.
Yeah, but I don't know what.
It
It could be from 7th to 4th.
So I got.
Yeah.
I know I look like I keep like that on
Yeah, I've
camera.
been doing that a lot.
Yeah, I can't hear out my ears.
It's because they're swimming.
Oh, you'll need.
No,
that.
it's because when you blow your nose so much you can't hear.
Oh yeah.
So they're not
yeah.
popping, but it looks like I'm like,
Well, you got hay fever. Is that one?
yes.
Or storing food.
No, I don't
like
know.
a
I think it's
hamster.
hay fever. Just been really.
You can
ill.
get hay fever whenever, by the way.
Can you?
I got it when I was 15.
Wait,
Didn't have it, but then.
Really?
Yeah, just you can.
because I think
tomorrow.
I think
Yeah.
I'm slowly getting it.
Horrific.
I've
It's
never
awful,
had
mate.
it, and now
I've been so ill.
Hmm.
I took loads of COVID tests, negative. Could just be a cold. That could just
Yeah.
exist. But
yeah, it's
monkeypox,
funny, it's funny
get
how
a
we
new
no
one.
longer
what's
think.
that?
There's a new one, monkeypox.
Oh God, keep
Yeah,
it
it's
away
going
from
around,
me.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Please keep it away from me. But speaking of Calvin Phillips to Man City a while ago, Leeds. Oh, they are in trouble.
I think if they don't fix core
It's rough.
issues, going
It's
down.
really rough.
Well, Raphinha looks like he potentially might be going to Arsenal.
Arsenal, Spurs, Chelsea, or Barcelona.
I saw a thing saying that he really doesn't want to go to Arsenal.
Oh, fucks.
Did he actually?
Yeah, apparently he's just he's not too.
He's such a Barcelona
We got
player, isn't he?
Martinelli and Jesus.
He could be a Brazilian front three,
Eventually, yeah.
And
along
if-
with
if you're getting
Nketiah,
linked
Saka, and
with,
Smith Rowe.
Barcelona and Arsenal, you're like, oh please, Barcelona, find some money.
You probably are.
fucked
I
up.
can't lie. You really
As
are.
a Brazilian as well.
Yeah. And you might even be like, oh, just hold out a year. They might want me next year or in January.
Apparently, Spurs are looking to bid for Raphinha as well.
70 mil is the asking price. Isn't
50,
it?
they're going to bid.
What? I thought it was 70. I thought Leeds wanted 70.
Well, they're big. They're bidding around 50, so that could be like their two best players, Raphinha and Calvin Phillips, leaving, and then you got Patrick Bamford, who's just spent their whole season and injured. Like
Have they bought a
Leeds,
striker yet? Another one?
well, they've got that Rodrigo guy, but
Oh, he's toilet. I
do you
think.
think Bamford leaves Leeds or just stays there?
No, I think he stays. I think he's finally found it. He's really struggled to
With
find
clubs,
a
yeah.
home essentially. He had that weird thing with Sean Dyche where it's he almost didn't play him because he turned up on his first day with his parents or something, and that was enough.
That is
for
such a
him.
Bamford. He is very
I think he comes from quite
Chelsea, very
quite
Chelsea.
a wealthy background or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think he just came. But I think he's fully aware of that.
He seems like a nice lad.
Yeah, I think Sean Dyche just like made like a
Sean
horrific
Dyche,
judgment and then just didn't play him.
Sean Dyche, Patrick Bamford are literally the most opposite human beings.
Yeah.
Like they are.
In what way?
Sean Dyche, from wherever he's from. Patrick Bamford was like born and raised in Eton.
In Eton.
Pretty much. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
lovely fellas, both of them.
Wait,
But
he
put
caps
him in a room.
He caps himself in FPL, and
put him in a
anyone
room
that does
together.
that, I've got respect for.
You put Sean Dyche and Patrick Bamford in a room together, it wouldn't last 5 minutes having a conversation. It'll be dead silent. What do they talk about? What do they talk about?
I don't
Nice
know.
weather, sunny in it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
in a dark room.
yeah.
Give him-
Here's a random one for you. Watched it on Sky Sports News yesterday. Actually,
Nice.
no need for a paper then if you got.
Carlos Tevez.
Yes.
He is alive, and he's going
alive.
into management.
Hey.
He's taking over as Rosario Central's manager next week. He says he wants to base his play style on his time with Conte at Juve. But he didn't mention one of his inspirations as Alex Ferguson.
Well, yeah, because he held up the sign, so he's got his views on it nailed on.
So loud, isn't it?
No, I'm exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah, I'm doing the fucking pumps before I leave the house.
Oh
I tried
god.
to get it away from Mike to see that wasn't that loud, but Jesus, it probably sounded like an elephant. I
Yeah.
can hear again. Oh my god, I feel alive. What do you think,
yeah.
Carlos Tevez, a manager? Has he done any courses? Has he?
I don't know.
Is he just
It'll be
Tevez?
weird.
Do you need to at this point? I mean,
It'll be
every
really
footballer
strange.
seems
You
to
don't really
think-
regard him as a manager,
No.
like because you
You'd
feel
pay
like
attention to him though.
because
I feel like if you stepped out of line, he would give you.
but you feel like
little-
I guess it's because you feel like because of his thing where he left and went and played golf for 3 months. You feel like he was probably
At
quite
Disneyland.
difficult to manage
Yeah.
himself. So you feel like as a manager, it's just going to be a mess.
Do you think he played for United and City and no one hates him?
United fans don't like him, do they?
I think they're quite impartial, really.
That's
I don't
Carlos
know.
Tevez. How can you hate?
Because it's because he's one of the players who puts in 200% effort.
Yeah.
Does not stop running. Apparently terrible at training though. Just
Saves it all for the games.
Yeah, but no one mind because he would save it literally all for the game.
Do you know? He's gone from doing Twitch with Sergio Aguero to
Yeah.
being a manager in the space of 2 weeks. I just think it's a weird one.
Well, when you're in football,
I think
it's
it's just a bit
very
bored, to
easy
be
to get a
honest.
job, isn't it? Do you not think?
Especially with Carlos Tevez, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, you don't really need the money, but you.
But did you see the meme about Tevez on the Twitch streams with Aguero? It was so far behind. Everyone's like he's on a legal stream on dodgy
yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Aguero was initially just showing the coverage.
Yeah, he
of
was.
the games.
Yeah.
Now he's a full-time TikToker.
Yeah, I love him.
Sergio Aguero.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I remember. There'll be compilations of him on Twitch or compilations of himself as a player, and then you actually, oh shit, no, he's actually uploaded it himself.
Really?
Yeah, so he's obviously some guy.
That's clever because he's just uploading his own highlights. He
Exactly.
can't get pulled for that.
He's reacted to him doing his 2 foot on David Luiz. It's so good.
Really?
What's his reaction?
Well, he's just sort of he was David Luiz was irritating more games. He was I just sort of lost it. So I just
Have you seen the one when he has to name the player?
no, I haven't, but I've heard he's terrible at it.
He's awful. He
Doesn't know who Grealish is.
Grealish, he goes Grealish.
Geese? Oh, is that what you said it earlier?
Yeah, Greece.
Oh, okay. That makes
Greece?
sense. Is he your favourite City player of all time? Other than Nicky Weaver?
Other than Nicky Weaver, Richard Dan. Oh, I think it's gonna be Phil Foden.
Oh, that's not the question.
He's such a talent, man.
Trying to think. Oh yeah, it'll have to be.
It's Foden's top 3 for you at the moment.
Could
but
you
with the
see Phil
potential for
Foden
defence.
staying at City for his entire career,
Yeah.
I can,
or
but
Real Madrid?
I just
Why
think
is it
it's,
always
It will be Real Madrid. Because let's face it, when was who's the player? We had this discussion, didn't we? You know how Gerrard, pretty much Iniesta, Xavi, they stay at a club for the whole career. Totti.
I just don't think it happens anymore.
Do you think Foden could be the one?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Or
Because
Trent,
even
we said as
you
well.
look at Gerrard and Lampard, and you're just if you're not the best player in your position for the club and what's best for the club at the moment, you'll go. That's pretty much it at this point. And you might be I've still got a year in me. I might want a new thing. I might want to go live in America.
Busquets is still going.
I just think it'll literally become. I think that'll only happen if you exist at a club where you're not good enough or not bad enough to go anywhere. You just
exist.
Yeah.
We had this argument with James Ward-Prowse being one.
Oh, yeah.
But now,
it out of my head.
Now he's got a 70 mil release clause.
That's not that much.
Exactly.
No one's buying him for 70 mil.
Do you not think?
No.
English tax, man.
I think he would. I think somebody could do that.
What does he
summer.
do? Like, is he?
United will pay 70 million for him.
Yeah, they would. They
Okay,
actually
yeah,
would,
okay, they
when they can't get Frankie de Jong,
they
they'll
might.
just be like, all right, James Ward-Prowse.
Is he, apart from set pieces, like, is he vital to the team?
He puts in yards. Like every game, he's the highest runner.
But for like a top 4 team, we'll pay 70 odd.
Well,
Because like Villa wanted him. I could see that if it was like 30, but 70.
I mean that's how much he's worth to Southampton, though. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
no,
That's
I
thing.
understand the
That's
pricing.
like-
I like when Declan Rice is like,
Yeah, yeah.
80. Well, I understand why Grealish was 100 million. Like, but
It's weird because
just don't think someone pays for
from a
it.
selling perspective, it's like this is how much he is.
Yeah.
But from a buying perspective, it's like
that's
no,
not
he's
worth
not.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, speaking of buying and selling, we're moving on to the favourite part of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Do you like that transition? That was pretty shit.
I don't
wasn't
get
it?
that.
Yeah, we've got
Well, I'm actually still lost.
the
What do you
quiz.
mean?
Buying and selling with prize money you get from the quiz.
What?
Something like that, maybe? No?
You were on such a roll with transitions as well.
I tried. We've got a quiz, a 5-question quiz, my favourite part of the show. Behind you is the leaderboard of where everyone has got. There's been a few people on
Oh,
that.
we've had additions. You've been busy boy.
Yep, out of
Nice
5.
job.
Say bang average is 3.
Okay.
Let's see what your ball knowledge is like.
You do have well. You were at Football Daily.
Yeah, but
so
I
you
I
should
just-
have some.
I remember like niche things, mainly Man City.
Just before we get
goalkeepers.
into the quiz,
honestly.
how did you enter this space? How did Football Daily arrive?
So Football Daily got bought by Sky in like January 2017 or something, and I was doing film production at uni, and then so a job came up on Indeed to be like a
Indeed.
to be like a production assistant. So I applied for it in January, and then I didn't get it because I wasn't like free until like I graduated in like June, and then but I still had the person's email, so it got to like April, and I was like, "Is there anything?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, come up for like not even like an interview, like a test a day." So I just edited for one day, and he was like, "Cool, you want the job?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
Serious?
Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it.
I thought it'd be a longer story.
No, that's it. And then I got that from
But
there.
that is such a dream for someone finishing uni.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
And all I wanted to do was YouTube since like year 10 in school.
Yeah.
So I was, and out of my friends who all did football studies, I was the only one to technically work in football. So
It's funny how that works, isn't it? Yeah.
God, that's so... Honestly, like if you're a uni student and you haven't got a job yet, like people don't get a job for like a year after you.
Cause
You're looking at that and be like, you motherfucker.
a lot of people take a year out, and I was so determined not to do it because I'm like, you just end up just going home, and then your mum starts making food again,
Complacency,
and then you like after a year, you've got all the people who have just left uni who are applying for jobs, which you're fighting for as well. So it's like I started before I graduated, so I was like,
Did you?
I was absolutely buzzing.
Oh, that's
Okay.
class.
That's good.
Right. Sorry.
On that great note. I like that, yeah.
Okay, question 1. Which Premier League team was the only team that Man City didn't score against this season?
Didn't score against.
Oh.
What? Just in the league?
Just in the league.
Was it Southampton?
Yes.
Bloody hell.
That's what I was going to say. Wait. Oh, is that? Are you sure?
Yep.
That is
I
actually...
don't think that's right.
2-0.
2-0. We beat them in the cup.
I thought it was 1-1. I thought
Was it
Laporte
1-1?
scored
No,
against.
it's incorrect.
That sounds true.
I think
That does sound true,
It was
doesn't
Yeah,
one
that does.
0 because there
Yeah.
were 2 draws, but it wasn't goalless. I think Laporte scored because
Is
I
it,
didn't
is
remember.
it the only team who we didn't beat?
Yeah, it was it.
We didn't
Did-
beat Tottenham, we didn't beat Palace.
Oh yeah, we didn't beat Tottenham. Yeah, we
Oh, it was
did.
1-1.
Yeah, it was 1-1.
1-1.
Laporte scored
Oh.
with Kevin De Bruyne
Well,
assist.
But I did answer the wrong question right.
You know, because that was immediately what I first
So-
thought. I was
You
like,
know what? We're going to have to give that as a correct answer
Yes.
because technically if you saw
was-
it written down,
Yeah.
it would say
was on.
Southampton.
You're right.
If anything, it's harder to guess a wrong
You've done well
question
there,
correctly.
You have
so-
done well. And we are going to be counting that as a point.
do I get a point?
No,
Well, I literally.
unfortunately not.
Question 2. Sadio Mane left Liverpool this week but holds the record for the Premier League's
You're going to have
quickest.
to do that again, Jack.
Yeah.
I didn't hear a word.
I'm so far away from the mic.
It was not the mic. We can't. It's got nothing to do. It was we can hear you.
Where the hell does snot come from?
I don't know.
What,
And why is it
mucus?
relentless?
If you,
It doesn't stop.
Your body produces it because the
Yeah.
pollen gets like.
It's like a block,
trying to
isn't
stop. Yeah, it's trying to stop it.
Okay, question 2. Sadio Mane left Liverpool this week but holds the record for the Premier League's quickest ever hat-trick. He scored 3 goals in 2 minutes and 56 seconds. But who was it against?
Aston Villa.
Very quick, and yes, it was Aston Villa.
Yeah,
And who was it for?
Southampton.
Southampton,
Correct.
Yeah.
Damn, how did you know that?
Because I was in uni at the time at Southampton.
Oh, really?
At Southampton. So
And
I
it's a
just
big
remember,
thing.
I remember it
Yeah,
happening.
yeah.
I think I watched it.
Bloody hell, we're actually
Not in
flying
person.
2 out of 2. And that's quick answers as well.
Yeah, they were both Southampton.
Yeah.
Question 3. Can you name 4 of the 5 players who had the most shots in the Premier League this season?
The most shots. Oh, Jesus.
I reckon Cancelo's one.
I'll let you have 1 wrong
One wrong. What, like across the whole league? Not just like.
across the whole league.
Well, Salah,
Yep.
Kane.
Yep.
What about him? He has loads. Who else?
I reckon Cancelo's one.
No.
CR7?
Yeah, Ronaldo.
Yep. 1 more.
Oh, I want to say. I'm going to go curveball because I can't think of anyone else. Werner.
No.
Oh,
Think of strikers who played every game.
Strikers played every game.
That's what I'm thinking.
We changed too much.
Money Mace?
No.
No.
Did Mane?
Yes.
Oh.
And then the 5th one was Saka.
Saka!
Jesus.
Yeah, rogue.
He played 3 out of 3.
Who got the most out of that?
Salah had the most. He had 139 shots.
139 shots in a
And
season.
only scored 23.
Harry Kane,
Yeah.
like the amount of shots he takes is like absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he just constantly shoots. But they go in.
3 out of 3 though.
3 out of 3.
We're
Going
moving.
for a full house.
Yeah.
More than Will and Ethan.
Uh,
Oh,
qu-
and Fogden.
question 4. Which goalkeeper in the Premier League this season conceded the most goals but also saved the most shots?
See the most goals team.
Oh, I think I know this. I know this, yeah. I know this.
Who hasn't changed? See the most goals. Oh, Melier.
Yeah, 4 out
Yeah.
Good job.
My one of my brothers and my stepdad supports Leeds. So
You know his.
It's had a
his-
painful
I knew
season
that.
then.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy because I think his XG prevented is actually still positive.
It's
from
like
the amount of-
insane. Like he's great and he's so young. Leeds fans like love
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
It's
He looks
just-
like a child, though.
He's
yeah, I know. Yeah,
He's
he's
very
massive. though.
mistake
He's huge.
prone though, isn't he? Like he's an amazing shot
Yeah.
stopper. It's like, he reminds me of like early De Gea.
Oh god, yeah.
in the
Only
sense
De
that-
Gea was so much fun.
Yeah,
It was so
like
funny.
he just saved these absolute worldy shots, but
And then
give the
just-
ball away
just-
from
yeah.
5 yards and be like, oh, fuck.
He was in the when we beat Leeds 7-0. Me and my brother went to the game, but we could only watch the first half because my family live in York now, so I can go over from there.
That's a nice place.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Much better than Colchester. Jesus. Sorry, Colchester, but you're boring.
Well, York's pretty boring. It's just nice.
Yeah, no, but Colchester is just fine. But
I stayed in a lovely hotel in Colchester before.
Really?
Stunning. I walked in, I was like, wow.
Was it like on the outskirts?
I can't remember.
No,
something.
really.
I don't know, but it's
'Cause there's
very,
nothing.
Rural culture.
it had steps in the room, steps going down into this glorious bathroom with a giant.
It's
bath.
old. It used to be it
Sounds
was
like
the
a
Roman
dream.
capital of England. So
Is it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anything
Anyway.
ends in Esther.
Is that 4 out of 4?
4 out of 4.
yeah.
Now,
We cut your story off, by the way.
Sorry,
You're just
yeah.
talking about.
go on.
Oh, was
first
it?
half.
Oh yeah. So usually in city games, if we were like, oh fuck, okay, we'll have to leave at half time to get the train. But we're like, right, if we get 2 early goals, literally for the rest of the game we just coast because it's like we don't need to run.
Yeah,
we don't
yeah,
like. It's not worth it. So we scored like 2 or 3 in the first half, and me and my brother were like buzzing, like, oh nice, all right, okay, well we were missing. And we walked back, and then I'm watching on my phone on the way to the train, and we saw 7, and I'm just like, oh, we just missed like 4 goals.
Yeah.
The absolute rout.
Oh.
Could be worse.
You
Could
did
be the Real
pump
Madrid
them.
fans outside the Bernabeu.
Yeah, that was.
You struggled against them in the other game, though. Well, maybe because that was the pressure of the end of the
Yeah,
season.
yeah,
right?
that was
a bit
and we're
different.
dropping like flies.
Yeah.
We ended up winning 3-0, 3-0,
3-0.
3-1
Yeah.
today.
It was when
But we do struggle at that.
Fernandinho scored that really late.
It looked easier, the scoreline at the end, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay, question 5 is who am I? I've won the Super Cup, but never won the Champions League or Europa League. I play in red now, but the other 2 clubs I played for were blue, and I've scored against my first club for my 2 other clubs.
Bloody hell.
Wait, this just sounds like
So
a
was it
jigsaw.
Won the Super Cup, but never won the Champions League or Europa League.
Thinking of someone who's, I think Liverpool.
Well,
So he plays in red.
You say he's played in red and then
Plays
Previous
in
clubs are
red
blue.
now, but played for 2 blue teams before.
blue teams. Someone who signed after they'd won the Champions
that's what I
League.
think it is. That's what I think it is. Yeah.
And they won the Super Cup.
Yeah. So they're like their first
Liverpool
few
won the
games,
Super Cup, didn't they? Like last year.
Yeah.
Chelsea
won it as well, didn't they?
But they play in red now, and they've previously played in blue.
I can't think of the other blue team he would have played for, and I don't know if he won the Champions League with them.
Who's?
But could Juan matter? No,
Not Juan Mata.
Can we have another? Is there another clue?
Yes, the 4th clue is I've won the Premier League Young Player of the Year award.
At any time.
It's at one of the blue teams if you want to know
Ooh.
Christ.
So they had to play for City or Chelsea.
Yeah, and now they
Surely,
play for a team
for a
in
young
red.
player.
I'm trying to match up with players that have been from 2 blue teams and now are either Liverpool, Arsenal, or Man United.
The worst thing is people are probably like, it's so obvious who it is.
Yeah, I know.
A young player of the year award, play in red, Super Cup.
Now they're playing red.
Yeah. Super Cup.
Super.
Bayern Munich won the Super Cup. I know who it is.
Can Kieran get it?
Well, you can say it. Kieran,
No,
give it.
go away.
Okay.
Oh God, I don't know.
Is it Leroy Sane?
It is Leroy Sané.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you get it because of Schalke.
Oh yeah.
I'm a genius again!
Well done, mate. Well done. I didn't think Bayern. I was thinking Premier League. Yeah.
I was thinking dark blue shirts. Don't know why.
When will my reign at the Who Am I stop?
Who was the other?
That's very Gordon
It was
Ramsay.
Schalke.
Yeah.
So it was both your teams. Oh, they've done you there.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense, actually. We should have thought about that. Is
Yeah,
that
I
what you
should
thought originally? When
No.
it came to... Oh,
They
okay.
used to do Who Am I Football Day, and I was honking at them. So
Because
I didn't have
That
much
was actually
hope.
one of the most impressive ones ever.
that was a good one.
Oh, what can I say? I'm a
That was a good
genius.
one.
I don't know a lot.
We really should have thought Man City and Schalke. That makes a lot of sense.
Do you know what actually happened in my brain?
What?
When I went, I got it.
You didn't have it.
I didn't have it.
Yeah.
And I said Bayern Munich, and I was like, fuck. And I went, Man City, Schalke, Leroy Sané.
I forgot you won young player.
Yeah. He's
Hey,
a talent.
look,
Yeah, hasn't really kicked on.
You got 4 out of 5 there. Still pretty good. Would you have never got Sane there?
No, I always struggle with the Who Am I's.
I didn't even leave
There's
the
too
Prem.
many names. I just
Yeah.
when you get overwhelmed.
I remember
what I don't know. None.
I remember like it was either betting or watching on the Bayern Munich Super League game. I think it might have been when we were doing like...
Mate, it was London to Paris, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Was it? It was one of them.
When we were sat in the thing
I
having
thought it
Domino's.
was when we were doing
Oh, was that not a...
like that betting February.
Oh, it might have been. I don't know.
I don't know.
But
when
that
is the
wouldn't
Super
be...
League?
That wouldn't
Yeah, I don't know.
don't-
I
yeah.
remember it for some reason. Some dodgy.
be in sports.
Yeah, some dodge. I don't know. But anyway, Kieran, that is the end of the show. Mate, thank you so much for coming on. It's been, an
it's
absolute
been
pleasure.
lovely. Thank you for having me.
We'll have to
So
get you on
impressive
for a,
ball knowledge, you know.
4 out of
That
5
was
is pretty good.
quick. as
It
well.
doesn't usually work out like that.
We'll have
so
to get you
I'm
on for a
quite
Man
good at
City
that.
live stream when the
Yeah,
season starts
anytime.
at some
Yeah,
point.
anytime.
They're a lot of fun. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. We will say this. I don't know what the shirt situation is doing. The poor geezer who won it hasn't got
Oh,
it
yeah.
yet. It's still
Yeah,
sitting in the back.
is it Liam? I think his name was Liam, right?
Yeah.
He needs to claim his shirt.
Yeah, we're getting no more signatures on this for now.
So we'll
We'll
need
have
to get you
yours
on.
on the new shirt when you come back for a live stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously we will.
Or you can take that one off and we can start signing.
No, this is £80.
just sign the chest.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you haven't already, guys, make sure you're subscribed and notifications turned on. Drop a like.
Check out Kieran's channel as well. 'cause
Yep,
it's
linked all
fantastic
in the
content.
description down below.
Thank you.
Don't forget to rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Before we end, did you do like editing and stuff at university?
No, I just learned that myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Yeah,
that's
stupid.
Yeah, there was an editing thing at uni, but it was for people who hadn't it was just
Basic.
learning the program.
Yeah,
So I didn't bother.
Yeah. Well, so check it out if you don't watch his content already because it is fabulous.
Yeah, it is.
And we'll speak to you all again soon.
Boy.
Ta-ra.
Mate.